Joey, I must greet you specially. Your face show, your shoe shine, your teeth white. Oh shit. Sorolojo.
Afrobeats Intelligence Podcast.
Afrobeats Intelligence. Democratizing African music.
Last time I was here, it was different. You had your 40th birthday. It was, I think, 2 days or a day to your 40th birthday.
3 days, I think.
3 days. How has 40 been treating you?
40. Oh my God! It feels like 20.
Yeah.
You know, and like 20 on one side, and then ironically, what was I saying that 21? Okay, yes. The drink they are bringing, whiskey, is 21 years. So I said this drink and a half.
Your life. Half life.
Like,
well, 40 though.
no joke.
Some people say things that 40 becomes an age where a lot of things change for a person. Has that affected you in any way? What have you noticed change in your existence?
No, I think generally, I won't say 40 alone. I think it brings some kind of, it's the same way you feel the way I felt when I had my first child.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, you're responsible for so many things before, but now you look like, same way you can't explain how, even though you're taking care of 1,000 people before, once you have a child, the way you feel is different. It's the same way when you get to 40, especially if you have a vision, if you have dreams, if you have aspiration.
Yeah.
And for me, jokingly, all my life when I was growing up, I was like, when I get to 40, I would just retire and go and be playing golf somewhere, because I had some milestones that we wanted to reach. So,
yeah.
But it's a way of saying that you want to just do things differently. You realize that, you can be president, I may say.
Nice. And how do you feel like the last 30 years, the last 40 years of your existence, how has that been? You've lived a very whirlwind existence.
Yes,
You've lived a life that only 0.00001% of humans on Earth can say they share your experience.
Wow.
Yeah, of course. How many people are at the band?
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I didn't see it that way when you said that, but.
so do you go through life thinking that your life is normal?
Oh, actually, no. I know I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, clearly I know.
Yeah.
I kind of say to people that I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it is. I'm graced to have been chosen. And no matter how we would like to say, yes, you're hardworking, you're this, you're that, the same way you can explain why Superman is Superman.
Yeah.
It just, something happened. They had to land on Earth. It could have been sent to Mars.
Yeah,
Or
true.
God sent him to Earth. So I see myself as Superman. And it's interesting you say that, because to whom much is given, much is expected. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
And just when you watch superhero movies, they sound like movies, but I kind of relate a lot with superheroes. And until I got to this close, like towards getting to 40, that's when I started realizing some other parts of the superhero that I've only seen in movies, and I was like, God. But at the end of the day, because, like I said, because superheroism is from God, you would always come out as a hero. And what you will learn from there is to be able to be that visible hope.
Yeah.
Any superhero is a beam of light to the ends of the world. So I appreciate God more now. I appreciate my life more. I think I'm a brand new person as I've reached here now. So like that drink, just divide up. I'm 21 now.
Yes. So
We'll cut it by 2.
So we're pouring in some whiskey, brother.
I'm out of funny advertising because we're 20.
No, we're not mentioning it.
Okay.
We're pouring in some whiskey. It's whiskey now. It's universal.
It's whiskey.
Yeah, so we're pouring
I
in
like
some...
whiskey actually.
For real?
Yeah, I like whiskey. And like you said, I've been through everyone. Like I remember when it was brandy. I don't want to mention brands.
Yeah.
I remember when it was vodka. Being the first.
Yeah.
It's so interesting that even when I did vodka, I never used to drink vodka.
For real?
I swear. But then, that was all we had to drink. So,
how's the experience?
my brother, I only asked myself and Joe. You know Joe? That's on Joe. It was such a. It was interesting. Then I liked some of the sweet part. I realized that the coconuts.
Okay.
They like
Vodka.
Vodka at times.
But people would say vodka does a few things to you. Like, how do you feel when you drink vodka compared to when you drink whiskey?
When I drink whiskey, I'm like, whiskey.
Okay.
But when I drink vodka, Baba, I don't remember in the morning. That's like proper amnesia. I'm like, why? So I don't know. I don't know if that happens to everyone, but whiskey, I kind of see that it's smooth with me now. Or maybe, like you said, maybe it's the age. But then I was young. I don't really remember. We wake up, I say, just waiting.
With you, for example, okay, for me, I like vodka. I like vodka.
So what does it do to you differently from what?
From whiskey. Whiskey, if I drink whiskey, whiskey just flows with everything. Well, I usually prefer vodka when I have high activity.
When you need the extra.
Yes.
Extraordinary to something.
So if I'm going on the night of party.
Ordinary things, no do Joe again. Extraordinary. I love that. I agree. Then I agree with you.
Yeah.
Then I agree with you with that. I agree with you that that's good.
We're talking about your life, and your existence, and examining the life you've led. One thing I always ask myself is how, like now, I showed up here, and while I was arriving, you were running out for a meeting, and your manager was going to another meeting, and now that I'm here, you already have like 2-3 meetings like booked. One of your guests is also even here. one of your
Partners, like
one of your partners. Yes, is a guest in your home.
yes, he did.
For
We had a
for a
meeting.
partner.
A meeting.
Yeah, he's also even here. These demands. Was there any point where it looked like it was a lot for you?
Oh no. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming.
Okay.
Not exactly. Not because of everything you're doing, but because I kind of wish I could divide myself into like 10 places.
Okay.
And also have like the right team.
Yeah.
Because I see that it's never enough.
Sure.
Like you need more. I were in a meeting. Oba was with me. We were in a meeting in Dubai with our partners. And then another deal landed.
Wow.
Then the guy was like, and both of us were looking at ourselves, and he said, we should do it. And I'm like, we're already
On one journey.
like 10 journeys already we need to close up on. And this is also an opportunity that's come up. And how do we do it? And he says he's not going to take it because he's also overwhelmed. He has so much that he's doing. So I think it's an opportunity that you must grasp, but it's also very tasking.
Yeah.
So it's not enough at the same time because you really never. One thing about the kind of business that we do is we take what crosses between one into another, one industry into another industry. So it's not
Everything intersects.
yes, perfect. So it still works with us, but we still need so much hands or partners or consultants or to be able to achieve so much. And we're dropping a single on Friday.
Yeah.
Ironically, you just said this because in my meeting, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I was talking about we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then my my PA was telling me that the difference between myself and so many other people is that as we're trying to drop this song now, that's all they're doing. That's all they have.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like give it like that.
You're zeroed in.
Thank you. And I was like that one time. But for the music, which is I think has suffered a bit because of every other thing like we're just talking about.
Yeah.
Is that you want to do this, but you have so much that are already taken, which is business minded, which is still revenue. So which one do you let suffer? So I was like, no. I'm going to look for how, of course, we're going to give project managers, which we've gotten now for different ones, because I want to focus on the music now and say, okay, now okay. You guys are 80, okay. I want to focus on the music small now. So I think it's good you say this because sometimes it's good to now prioritize.
Sure.
I think that's where I'm going with it. And then God will give us great minds, great people that would buy the same vision. And the most important thing is that the train must keep moving.
Yes. With much of one thing I've noticed, especially as people start out, people start out as something, they start out either they are excellent or they build excellence over time. And for those who are rewarded with, that their excellence is rewarded with success, I'm thinking your half-life drink. so, and then for those who fall, and then this excellence, as I was saying, this excellence is most likely rewarded with success, either moderate success or in your case, extreme success.
Extreme.
Yes, you played at a tournament stadium before to close out a continental tournament.
Yes.
What is that called?
It's Global Citizen.
So these people, just a bit. These people, they discover something that with time, that one thing that they were good for, that they excelled with or blew with, in a manner of speaking, they discover a lot of things get attached to that, and then for some reason, it becomes increasingly difficult or challenging to focus on that very one thing that attracted all these other things. Do you think that, and you just mentioned now that your music has suffered in some way. How do you feel like when you know previously you could zero in and now you cannot zero in anymore? You have to go do things that are not music based.
I'm like, be careful the prayer you pray.
Okay.
You know, be careful because it's easy to say, I want this, I want that. I can take this, I can take that, especially when you're aspirational.
Yeah.
You know, one, you're aspirational. Two, when you're a pace setter.
Yeah.
When you're the first, it's so important to till all the ground. But it's also very important to put in the seeds so that however how long it takes,
Yeah.
it will germinate. You know,
Yeah.
as long as you make sure you put the seeds and you water them, they move. But the issue, the wahala will be if while you're tilling or while you want to get it, put the seed in, another one distracts you or something happens and then you just tilled for nothing. So as long as I see that I haven't tilled for nothing,
Yeah.
you understand that I planted the seed, I feel very, very comfortable. And I think by God's grace, like you said, it's like where I've been already, I prioritize and I check.
Yeah.
And I know that it was so important for me to focus on what I've focused on, for me to be able to come back and focus now on the music, to be able to enable the empire growth.
Okay. Nice. And for you, do you feel like, have you felt or do you feel like the world makes too much demands from you?
I already said, to whom much is given, much is expected. But then I realized, that as long as I'm not doing anything to please anyone but myself, then everything will move.
This is good whiskey.
Thank you. I told you.
This is good whiskey.
I told you. Then everything will move at my pace,
Yeah.
which by God's grace will be God's pace. And it's so important to be busy than not to be busy.
Yeah.
You know, it's so like I have songs that I haven't released for so long. We'll get there when we're talking about the music,
Yeah.
which I've pulled out. Now when we're talking about Nigerian Idol,
Yeah.
and I had to go and bring them out because of how passionate and how I've connected with the contestants.
Yeah.
And I feel that listen, I need to do something, even if they don't win.
Yeah.
You know, but because usually it's only about the winners.
Yeah.
I saw everybody being a winner and being the first time. I don't know if this has been done before, but when we get there, we'll talk about it. So it's so important for me to be able to say, oh, this opportunity pull up.
Yeah.
I bring the music from here. Let's swell here.
Yes.
We have a lottery. This, oh, beautiful. Cream Talent is there, but now we've added lottery to it to give back. Very good. Let's go. Cream Talent, we have thousands. I'll show you. We have about maybe 1,000, I think maybe 9,000 plus artists,
Wow.
plus songs that I need help on. So you would advise me on how to do that. So yes, so I'm not signing people every day, but we need so much from these people. Some of them don't even need any other thing but mentorship. They already have the songs, they have the video. You see that. I'm like, so it's so good to have. I think that's a good problem.
Yeah.
Than just sit down and know how many other things done, which is also nice to be creative.
Yeah.
But some of us are meant to expand.
But when you're creating, like people generally say being busy impacts like raw creativity because your mind needs space to rest. Your mind creativity is done when you aren't exactly working.
No, it depends on people. What time?
How does yours come?
Thank you. So natural. So let me tell you, the song I'm releasing on.
On Friday.
Friday.
That's in 3 days from when we're recording this.
Oh wow, perfect.
Yeah.
The song we're releasing. I was in Abuja before I got the Nigerian Idol gig.
Yeah.
And my younger brother K-Switch said one line, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this line is nice. Your face show. You see, I said, I like it. Your shoes shine. I say, what? So I don't know, whatever I do, if I just strike something, say, for that meeting, your face show. I'm like, wow, I love it. So we got on Idols. It became a mark for me of.
So you got this from your brother?
Yes, I did. K-Switch, yes.
How is he these days?
It's wonderful. He's actually in Abuja, actually.
Nice. Signed out of public life.
In fact, he is actually he has a new EP. He's dropping soon. He's been through a lot, but we kept it out of radar. I think recently he was even kidnapped.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
sucks, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm like to put that out there, but
Hope he's fine. Man.
yes, he is. Yes, you guys will be hearing from him very soon. Very soon. And I'm sure by the time this is out, he must have. he would
Yeah,
have said
I'd
something.
love to talk to K-Switch.
Oh yes.
I'd love to even fly to Abuja to go have the conversation with him.
Oh, no problem.
Doesn't even need to be in Lagos.
Oh, no problem at all. We can. So, and you know, K-Sweet from the days of Mohi has been one of the most talented people that I know.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to music, when it comes to writing.
Yeah.
So he came up with a slang, and rather he told me the slang. I said, "Where did you hear it?" And he showed me Selena tested everything, and it's such a beautiful word from. I think it's from Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
And other side.
Yes,
Roll
yes,
with it. And
yes.
So I got on Idols, and when you give me a great performance,
Yeah.
because for me, I'm looking beyond just the voice.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. Can you sell? Are you sellable? Can you woo me as an entertainer? When you do that, my pass mark for you is your face show, your shoe shine, your teeth white. Because truthfully, your face just show. Understand? If you have been waiting for a deal and the deal has come through, then your face just show.
Sure.
If you as I chase these people since now, I can't sign up. My face just show. A new business partner to be just walked in. I can see his face just show. So this is the first time I'm meeting him, but he has been sending me, and actually too, whiskey.
True.
Whiskey no my shit. She said me now whiskey come. I suffer no look you know, and it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because it now became, it's not a song, but it's so big.
Yeah.
I came like from airport, from everywhere, bro. Fish show, just like say when it comes to us, and I'm like, oh my god. My people now say, come, move turn this into song, move turn this, and for me, we're trying to look for the right time, look for but then the Dubai tourism, they carried me and my team to Dubai in March, and we're already trying to work on the song, but I'm just trying to let you know how creativity can be.
Yeah.
And so we're in America, in Dubai. They had flown some American DJs.
Yeah.
They had flown Sheila.
Yeah.
They had flown, I think, one OAP from 14 African countries.
Yeah.
They had flown Tools was from Nigeria. Who was from Ghana?
Was it Lydia Fossen? No. Wasn't.
Bola Ray, my brother.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So they had Bola Ray from Ghana. So it was everybody, and then we had the expo. And then this DJ from, is it Chicago? Chicago, the Hollywood Baby.
Yeah.
So Hollywood Baby was playing one hip hop beat, bang, and then everybody's freestyling and walking. And then me, I just and all I said was the same thing I've been saying on the show. Your face show, your shoes shine, your teeth white. We outside, Baba. I'll show you the video. It became instantly from there we knew. And this everybody after we sang it for 45 minutes, one of the American people say, there's no verse, it's only the chorus you're singing. Money is not the song. We just started it. But he keyed in so much. Luckily I had my producer on the trip as well.
Yeah.
We got back to the studio that night. We had a show the next day. We went into the studio in the hotel room and we recorded the song. The inspiration came straight from there. The verses, even when you hear it, the first line of the verses, so I flew to Dubai, so it became, and the next day we performed it. Even though it's not enough, we performed it. I surprised
The next day?
Yeah, at the show.
So this is something that just came up from your brother mentioning to you. Now you're in Dubai,
Now
performing it at a show
With everybody.
With everybody.
And now, guess what? So the video of the freestyle in the expo, we put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then my younger brother, super talented, superstar,
Yeah.
he reached out to me. He said, bros, that your face show, have you done it into a song? I said, we never finish show. I just did. Now, he said it's a hit, I'm coming.
Wow.
And that's how Skippy came. And so Skippy is on the song.
Whoa.
And you already know. And Skippy already has maybe like 2 or 3 songs on top 10 right now. Skippy's he's on fire.
He's in flames. He's on flames now.
And let me tell you, I testified to that because when he came that day, I thought we were going to discuss. He would listen to it, and then as just listen to it, just like this. Papa, was it ready? Yes, well, 30 minutes, it was done.
Nice. So something special you did with Nigerian Idol. It's almost like it's giving you second life. Yes, because for some weird, or you've given it second life. Sorry, that's the reverse. You've given it second life.
Okay.
Because the first season, I've worked with Nigerian Idol. I worked with them on the first season. I'm working with them on the second season again. And I hope I work with them on the third season.
Me too.
But you've brought so much color, a different level of entertainment, and it's almost like people just show up every week because the band is seated there as a judge.
Do you know what I mean?
I know they whine you now. I watched the 2 shows now, and everyone would say, when you ask people like, why do you think this one is better, has more viewership, and generally just appears to be a better production all around? Why do you think so? One of the first things they mention is the judges, and then how? Like, they brought the band now.
Come Nigeria Idol, and I hear this now, going, this is my money. This is New York Times review. I must greet him specially. Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, but I know we had like a version of this before, but it wasn't full and we're rushing. So I want to find out, why did you decide to do this? Why you told me this is your first. Why is it your first? Because you've been around for so long, and this is the first time you're judging anything.
Like officially, if we even go way back, before there was Big Brother,
Yeah?
we did Coco Mansion. So for us, it's been or rather for me personally, like I said, I prioritize. So before now, I had an idea, I had a dream, and I had to focus on that dream, which was to create a digital gateway platform to the Creative Hub. Because I kind of saw that And these were like, yes, it's good 10 years ago. Yes, I kind of saw that the future would be that where we would have a creative person or two in every household.
Okay.
And then to have a physical record label, I wouldn't say wouldn't work, but wouldn't take care of the amount of talents that are out there
That exists.
that exist. So if we were to have a hub where everyone can plug in, you understand?
Yeah.
Which is the same thing Facebook has done,
Yeah.
Instagram has done, Snapchat, LinkedIn. And that is my vision for Cream.
Okay.
So I had to get the right partners, I had to get the right structure, infrastructure, technology. And when even even though we're not yet there yet, the contents we have now, like I was sharing with you, had to let me know that
Sure.
what's happening here. And so once I made sure that that was done, and that's a digital platform where from lifestyle to fashion to music, movies, comedy, like I said, is a hub. And then I said, okay, now in looking for the right partners, what other platform can I, partner with?
Yeah.
And one thing I know about all these shows, why I didn't want to take those shows is because people don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm an emotional person.
Okay.
And I think with this show, it's shown that no one handed anything over to me.
Yeah.
No one said, oh, he's the best, take it. I had to literally walk my ass so hard to get to where I am today.
Yeah.
So I know that on shows like Nigerian Idol or other ones, it's not necessarily the best that would win.
At some point, it turns into a popularity contest.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I didn't want to be caught up in a place where, and I'm so happy that we're not the ones chasing anybody. Our job was to get a top 10.
Yeah.
And now that we've delivered, I fight them now. I fight them with saying they do top 20.
For real?
Yes, now the content is say format, something.
Format, but
They still do top 12.
yes,
I've said it. Because
so that was you.
no, I won't take
Okay.
but I was
You were a driving force.
I am a
Contributed.
ginger. Yes, a ginger. I said, listen, this I cannot choose. And I told them that if you drive this person and you drive this person, when we trend, I go put for Twitter, say, nah, no, let me choose top, because there were so many talents.
Sure.
And now, so we got to top 12, but inside my heart, I felt whosoever win, I was still going to talk to my partners, which we did before we got on the show,
Yeah.
that Cream platform would support.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
I get you.
Now, so because that's the only way I'll feel.
That people would get value. The people on the show would get more value than the exposure.
So I wanted something that I could be happy with afterwards.
Yeah.
So once I made sure, or once the platform was set and the opportunity presented itself, I said, why not? So I got on the show because now I know that, okay, for example, and I'm saying this exclusively. Yes, exclusive. So we got a top 12 and I saw so many beautiful, talented people. And then I reached out to the executive producers of the show and I said to them that I don't know who the winner would be, but I would like to give an opportunity to the top 12.
Okay.
So even though I had no plans of releasing any records or any EP, I started listening to some of my records that I did, and because of what those records stood for or stand for,
Yeah.
which resonates with what I see in the growth
Of and excellence of these people.
of these people, I said, okay, let us release like a 5-track EP, which we're going to do around my birthday. So you're getting exclusivity now.
Okay.
So we're releasing a 5-track EP. And where I got the records from, and we're still working on them, where I worked on them was when I was praying to God,
Yeah.
myself and my family, for restoration for my son. And so I had the best songwriters in the world. Stacey Bart, she wrote Brown Skin Girl.
Yeah.
Beyonce's side, she wrote Well, Cheers to the Freaking Week. You know Stacey?
I know Stacey. And that's elite.
So, and Stacey literally spoke to me first time we met in London, and she said to me that the band have read about you, and I see that you're like a superhero, but no one ever sees your pain.
Yeah.
And you went through this. You never said anything. You never. People just see you happy.
Yeah, you're like a smiling face.
She said, "I'm with a smiling face." I didn't talk. I can't see the emoji. Damn. Anyway,
But that's you. That's what you've sold to the world. That's what we come to you for.
to be happy. Good, thank you. But she now said it's good to let them know that you are a beacon of happiness. Me they know say you say you don't go through pain. And I said, but I'm not used to that. She now said, but you can say it through your music.
Yeah.
So Stacey picked like the best of the best songwriters for me. Very soon we had a whole documentary about it. And we were in Los Angeles. We walked into the studio, and it was Pooh Bear's studio. Pooh Bear is one of the biggest songwriters and producers in the world. He's written everything from 112 to Justin Bieber's Despacito, everything. So we worked on these records then.
Yeah.
And I poured my heart
Into a hard drive.
I swear to God, brother. And I was waiting for the right time. And then I saw these people pour their heart. This top 12.
Yeah. They're giving it all. They gave it
I
all.
saw them from beginning.
I saw them too.
From the auditioning.
But I have to, part of the deal I have with Nigerian Idol is that I have to tweet live. So I have to drive conversations.
So you have to watch.
I have to watch and ginger my community.
So now let me ask you a question. So you saw Baby Dragon the first time she came on audition.
She was very rough. Her fire was still too small.
And then
With time, she began to punch above her weight. And got to a point when Itohan, Baby Dragon.
it
Got to a point where it felt like this girl was one, if not the winner, a top 3 at least, because she had it all.
see her too?
She had it all. Like she held every performance was a hit,
back to
back to back. There was no miss.
This is my partner
Both
here.
the local one and the international. The international.
So now listen. They come drive am.
It pained me. I cried.
So now, so wait, like on a normal day, are you trying to say that's it for her? But now, the only reason why I can feel confident and sit is because through Cream Platform and my partners, I know that's not the end for her. At least I really thought she would be top 3. I won't lie. And so what we're trying to do now is to release an EP and give each of the top 12 the opportunity at least to have a feature on it alongside other people that I've spoken to. So it's the idea for me, which you can tell me what you think about it, because is
I have thoughts.
you have thoughts.
Of course.
Okay, good. So I love that. So I like to play you one song, which I believe it speaks with.
If you have the song, we could play it right now.
Good.
Into the track. So I'll just connect it to the Bluetooth of the thing, just play it directly into our headsets.
So I'll play you one song right now.
Let me disconnect.
And it was produced by
Just check with Caster. It connects automatically.
it was produced by Pooh Bear's producer, Enoch. Shout out to Enoch. And of course, with the producers we're gonna work with here. So for here, like I said, we're gonna have a studio session with the kids, and I've invited some of my great producers friends to come and also work on this record. So he's having LA production is what you are hearing. You are hearing just LA, but I'm so confident to play it for you because I know that you're a music critic, you're a music fan, you're a music listener.
I love his.
I know. And you love the story, and you don't suffer from music.
Yes, that's what.
Music say don't suffer from you.
Yeah, music is. Yes.
So I would like to play you just one so that you understand the kind of magnitude of record we want to drop right now. And so this song is called Prayer.
Prayer.
And ask me why I want to play you this.
Why is this your pick for me?
Thank you. I look at the top 12, honestly,
Yeah.
and I watch their journey, and I say to myself that whosoever wins, as I got to top 12, before that we could say Itonwa or Jordan,
Yeah.
but whosoever wins this competition only means one thing: that person's prayer has been answered.
Okay.
And when I did the song Prayer, it was because after waiting for long,
Yeah.
my wife got pregnant again.
Yeah.
And we're in LA about to deliver my boy,
Yeah.
who is going to be 3 in September.
How is he?
He's wonderful.
Kicking and jumping around.
He is great. He has a baby sister now.
Okay.
Isn't he? And so,
You're really not slowing.
no, it's restoration with compensation. One boy, one girl. God is not done with me. So I say, whosoever wins, prayers has been answered. So that song came to my mind, and I say, this is what we will do. We'll bring the top 3 from Nigerian Idol
Yeah.
to come to the studio next week
Okay.
to come and record their verses of this song called Prayer.
Yeah.
Whosoever wins the competition
Yeah.
means that person's prayer has been
Answer.
answered. So delete the rest 2 verses
Or save it somewhere.
or save it somewhere for a remix.
Okay.
I like that. And then on the 22nd,
Canto content.
thank you very much. I appreciate you. But then you can even advise how it looks. We can say your prayer has been answered. The 3 of them, we can keep it on, and then we'll perform together at the 22nd on the ending. Or, of course, the one I wanted to make it special for the person that won, because I watched the growth, and I know that it's not who anybody thought. Good, and I'm still on top 3 now, and I cannot even tell you who will win.
Yeah.
So listen to Prayer, and tell me what you think.
Okay. Let's go. So this is Prayer, unreleased, right about.
Someone had my prayers, someone had my cry. Yes, I'm still standing here, holding my head high. Someone had my prayers, someone had my cry. And then you appeared in the midnight hour. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I come and answer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I come and answer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I come and answer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. In my room, don't let me down. In my life, don't let me drown. When I was lost, you helped me find me again. You helped me find a reason for being here. Let me hear you say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I come answer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Show me I come answer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I come answer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You will get your answer. So imagine like a sad duck. Or is this the tall one? Oh boy, I don't go. So don't go. Yeah. When could we start up? Progress. Progress. Okay, so let me stop right now. I don't know. What do you think about that? Let me just stop right there. You tell me. I'm saying you're blushing already. Your face is the show. Your face show. Your face. Why your face they show now?
Well, my face is definitely showing. Okay, so this is what I genuinely think about the record. Understanding where it's coming from, understanding the backstory, the context within which this was created. I'm experiencing the music, and the first thing that comes to me isn't even connectivity, it's novelty. The band this is new. First, that's what hits you.
Yeah.
Like, this is new.
I don't sound like that before.
No, you haven't.
No, maybe as I did for idols, they can't sing. I can't sing. They can't say, okay, maybe I should say, okay, Jack Corey.
Well, you've never sounded like that.
Yeah, I think apart from Top of the World,
Yeah, Top of the World was you sang your heart.
apart from Top of the
You
World,
went in.
and I was also going through a phase then. People wouldn't know, but Top of the World is, of course, it was like one of the first few records I did right after More Hits. So that's about More Hits.
Yes, you were in pain.
It was pain and gain because I was in pain, but then I had the number one record in the world. Like,
Yeah, so bittersweet. I was like, yeah. While
I'm
you
on
were
top of
feeling this,
you already know.
you still had a smirk on your face.
Yeah, man. You only have one life to live.
Yes.
I say, looking back now, there's no regrets.
So these people, you're bringing them into this your moment, into this your world.
Because they brought me into theirs. I'm part of theirs.
Okay, let me tell you what I think.
Tell me, honestly.
I always have reservations about these shows. I've always had it. I've been in this industry for so long. I've been like a decade here now. I just turned 30. I've been here since I was 20.
You are 30.
I just turned 30.
Joe, you are 30.
I know I used to be the kid. I used to be the child of the industry.
No, I know, but I thought that, but you smart, past your age.
Well,
So I mean, see this guy, they lie. But maybe you see the lie.
no, I'm not. I have an original birth certificate signed,
Original birth
signed in 1991.
Oh, God. 1991, Obie.
Yes.
Jesus.
So,
From now on, Uncle Bangan, go back.
okay, Uncle Banda.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
So,
Yeah.
being like having seen all of these things in my decade here, and the first thing I noticed is there's a lot of users in this space. People are in it for the value that
Yep.
they can create
No be
for
lie.
themselves.
No be lie.
Every innovation that has ever happened in this space, every time there's been advancement or there's been a way for more people to make money, maybe to set up infrastructure or set up a network or something, it isn't because somebody cared about this industry. It's because someone says, hey, this thing need to work for me. I might go find the one we go work for me. Then he does it and people say, this one don't work for him. Everybody goes there.
Oh, Jesus.
If that continues to work repeatedly, it becomes a system.
Yeah.
Alaba was the same.
Oh.
So for reality TV shows have always had situations where they promise so much, they put up this beautiful entertainment that puts money in the pockets of the organizers.
But they can't deliver.
But for the people who form the blood of these shows, the performers, the exhibitors, those people, it's almost as if,
They don't care.
yes,
It's true, jackpot.
yeah, and you can see it. You can see what that little fame does to these people. Now it provides more expectations.
Yes.
They don't have the landing to be able to.
And then they are back to
exploit.
zero.
And then they are back to zero. Not even zero, safe, because now they now have resentment from the people around them, and they're like, guy, you don't even use this thing to do anything. So it fucks up with their head. I know some of them personally. I know what they've had to go through. So I'm speaking from a personal place, speaking with these people. I don't do internet journalism, sorry.
No, I know. You the university.
So-
we don't talk about you the space.
I go into my industry.
That's why I said the music, don't suffer you.
So
What is right.
yeah, so what these people eventually, it came to me, it became very clear after seeing repeated patterns of fuckery. It became clear to me that what the industry needs and what these people they need is a bridge for them to connect into the game. Because everything that happens there, to be honest, everything that happens in those shows, it's a simulation.
Alone.
It's beautiful. Their lights, their camera, their action.
Oh boy,
storylines
I cannot
beautiful.
lie. As
But-
they talk now, I cannot lie. But, you know, they see them. As I see, first of all, I see the top 12. Even me, I say, wow.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
God I have Samantha Walsh
Yes.
as my stylist.
Yes, now.
Their fallout alone, even the other day, said that they shot. I say, even,
Yeah.
they be like, say they don't collect like, at least, I don't know, like $5,000 per show.
For sure. Exactly. That's it.
That's that dog, call it come out the shirt.
They come out and share, they wine waste. Like, bro.
Why they do like this?
Bro.
They want many people. Meanwhile, they say they never pay that guy $100,000 for show.
Now Zadok type where they collect extra sheets for an exam hall.
Hey! No be lie, you talk. No, that they collect extra sheets.
Yeah.
And then they submit
They
first.
submit first.
You know what?
Yes, like type.
So if Zadok no can win now, you can allow all that
all that thing
now.
just go to waste.
If you enter depression,
It gives
If you
them
enter drugs, if you enter
It
different
gives
shit.
them depression because for once they tasted what it is to be this, to be something, and now they're just afloat.
it's true.
So it's that bridge that everyone needs. I know, like in the past, they have tried to introduce it in the first episode. To be honest, full disclosure, because I've had conversations with Obi Asika.
Okay. So man,
Yeah, Uncle Obi.
yeah, my G.
Yeah, it's my brother.
No, but Obi, I thought Obi was last day is one that is the
He was one of the
winner.
judges.
No, na him the winner.
So he
Even
was.
this year.
So
They say they don't already. I just put full disclosure. The reason why I'm also doing this is because as I reach there, Obi don already. They
forgot
say
me something.
he will collect the winner. Now I say Baba, Ewa Ejekaso.
So
but
that-
Obi is chill.
Yes.
So me, I can't look and say sorry.
Yeah,
I can't look and say okay. It's even good say they get plan for the winner, but peradventure should in case but still yet. If I can't land, say I can't meet one of them, we can be extraordinary, which we don't see.
Yeah.
Such as an Itoa or a Jordan who just left.
Yeah, Jordan's such a star.
How can I still help? So and I don't want to do anything. Like I said, I want to make sure that I would have started now. If I Gerald, I want to say many people who had gone that I thought, pick up, but like top 12 is now top 3. So I'll have started since, but I didn't want anything to disturb the flow of what we have.
Yeah.
And so we said, okay, let's give them that opportunity after. Yeah, last, that's what we're looking for. So if we could do a song with them, or even if we can even create, so what we have said for Cream Platform is we'll get, although wait, before I say that, you didn't tell me what you felt about the song, about the idea about the song. That's what you were saying.
Yes.
Yes, it's complete.
I said
Sorry
really
about that. I stopped.
Yeah, so it's a song that contains like feel your joy, but you could also feel your, because it takes one to know. Yeah, that's it.
So to share it with the winner,
Yeah.
or would you say we can share it with the top 3? Or is it a winner that actually has his prayers answered fully?
I think let the winner have this as also a moment, and then you have a 5-track EP.
Yes, and
There are spaces for people for these other ones, but it would have like improved significance.
Of course.
if it's the winner that just gets this.
that's what I said. That means that I'm in the same mindset now.
So this creates more than anything. That's why, like, with as I was saying, Obi saying he's working on this guy, trying to get him into the game, getting his first single ready. That's fine. It's coming.
I love that single
Well,
that they released.
Yeah, but at the same time, these people would want, but that was for just only the winner. And these people other people would deserve these same chances too.
At least
Something to,
okay. Boss, yes.
something to introduce them to the public.
Thank you. You don't already give me soft landing. Let me now. So at least after the soft landing, we are the dress, they do karakakaka for the whole world, they watch me for Africa, 30 million votes, everything. After that, now, would all leave me. My vocal coach now, Shego, baby, I don't watch the studio. You boy, everything you all did, like say,
Yeah.
and I know people be like that. I will not feel okay.
Yeah.
They renew me for $2 million.
Yeah.
Because they pay me very well this time. I want to thank you very much for this. I use the opportunity to thank you people for the payment that you pay me. I really appreciate you. I must greet you especially. So next season, you know what we're going to tell you. You've heard Joey say how the thing was a boom, boom, boom. So I will not charge you too much. But then, like I was saying, I wouldn't feel 100.
Yeah.
Coming on the show again, knowing that I know some people that came this year will still come next year.
Yeah.
That I did not do after that. So you asked me a question after Idols, what next?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, luckily it's not a cooking show. That I'm just, because me, they approach me for different things.
I know now. See.
But they say that they feel my energy. Yeah, so they say, so it's not a cooking show.
The original stuff very much.
It's not a cooking show. It's not a car luxury show, which I would like to do. Me, they don't dash me cars. This is in my industry, and I've also loved to sign. So it works with cream. So what we would do is this. It's and you would even tell me. We said 2 of the songs from the 5 songs would be open for the top 9.
Okay.
Or rather, the top 12.
Okay, they can come and then see how they can connect.
Give them the beat. They'll do it. Their verses.
You can create the camp.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
I've spoken to...
Create the camp,
I've
put
spoken
all of them inside, and then bring the producer in. Everybody just gets in.
Perfect. But the thing is, everybody gets in. They do it. What we wanted to do is they would upload it on Cream. We would give them free subscription. We would upload their verses on Cream.
Yeah.
And they will let their fans choose for them.
Okay.
To still give them that. So for example now, we're doing this song, Itoa gets a verse, everybody top 12, they do their verses, they upload their verses. The best at the end of a time frame deserves to be on the song.
Okay.
So for the extra 2. So we have 1, 2, 3 songs. 1 with the winner, 2 and 3. We can now judge the rest 4 like that. Because it will be the 2 will choose.
Yeah.
Say, okay, now this one I like today on. Okay. The next choose. But after the top 3, the 2, because we can't put, I don't know, can we put 12? The remaining on the rest 2 songs? I didn't think we could, but can we?
It'll become a posse cut. Okay, a posse cut.
English when you Joshua.
Okay, for those who
No, the pussy cut.
for those who don't know.
No, that be pussy cut.
So a posse cut is a term in hip hop.
What am I sorry for me?
That-
Wait first.
Let me just say quickly.
It spell first.
POSSE. Then OSSE. Then space cut. CUT.
Posse cut.
Posse cut.
What does it mean?
It means a track that has, it's mostly found in hip hop, that has more than 4 rappers. So like take for example, now you see a song, you see like All I Do Is Win the remix. That's a posse cut.
You know what? Dakbo. Taylor's gonna do a pussy cut. Now, this kind of words at the year. My brother, just like my brother gave me your face show. This is a word I'm gonna be using for a long time. If you had told me these things, I'll have told you in those days when my coconuts was a pussy cut.
So let me give you a recent example of a posse cut that we have.
Just joking. I love
There's this
I love
record.
that word.
Yeah, there's this record that's released this year by Basket Mouth on his Scorpio album. It's the final song there. It's titled Assembly of Gods. And on that record, it has Files, MI, Dremo, Flavor. It has like 6 Ill Bliss, and even him, he dropped like 16 bars. While Flavor handled a few things. And Cavemen, all on the same song. So that's like a classic posse cut.
I love that. Guess what? I spoke to Cavemen this morning.
Beautiful people.
I would love to put them on the EP as well.
It's what?
I would love to put them on this EP because, like I said, it's a 5-track EP, and so
Just want to put that. You want to like make sure like it has the best possible chance at success.
Yes.
And the most diverse music,
Yes.
dynamic music.
and my point, because these people are diverse. All of them, in fact, each of them sang diverse music.
And what they can do with their voices.
I see
man.
they did sing Jean Legend.
Yeah.
But Jean Legend didn't have Vonavoy.
Those-
Vonavoy didn't have with Houston.
Yes.
Then the other one to call Celine Dion. And Bobo Zadok had to call Boys to Men.
Yeah.
Me said the Jagori Yaomi. What nonsense. It's a nuisance. I have to put him on the record. I've been even asked, which one do you think we fit that up? But that's why I'm so happy, because now it's a conversation that works with me. So next year by this time, I believe by God's grace, when we are called again to come and be a judge,
Yeah.
they will reference success beyond the show and say, oh, these 3 people did this, these 5 people that did that. And that will be what I would love to get out of it. So in answering, in closing these, I would like to, on this live show, my live contestant, everybody say, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I would like to get your confirmation for you to join us on this 5-track EP project as one of our A&Rs in getting the project ready done. We have management. We discuss that logistics separate, but let me have yes or no. Okay. You know, you might be busy.
I've done a lot of A&R work.
That's why I'm putting in the spot. I'm sorry.
A lot, but I never talk about it. I never even.
But people know now.
People know, but I never like directly reference them. I worked a year at Universal doing A&R, and after that I've done like consultancy across board.
I know you have done consultants.
Yes, for A&R, like putting together.
So why don't you join us on this? Because you're already a client to Nigerian Idol, and I'm a client to Nigerian Idol. What we're doing is impartial.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just make it happen.
Okay, I think I'll do this.
I must greet
Let's
you.
do it. Let's clean glasses, especially.
Thank you. Back to you now. Back to you.
This is so nice.
I like to say shout out, because it's here, to one of our partners who have come on board on this project.
What partners there?
It's a financial institution,
Okay.
and it's one of our partners called Sterling Bank.
Okay. Sterling supports culture.
Thank you. In fact, that's what Sterling, for me, not just culture, but now they want to go to the next level.
Okay.
So they've created a whole entertainment desk.
No. Sterling, come and clink glasses. so I would be your head of lead.
Let me tell you-
editorial.
Let me tell you what we're doing. So this is so interesting because what we planned, what we're trying to unfold, and that's why I wanted you on the project, because everything connects.
Okay.
So, like you said, I told Obi on Sunday. Obi walked in on Sunday. I'm like, so we have 2 weeks left. After next Sunday, what will happen? You gonna say, you go to watch TV now? And I was like, no. But luckily, we've signed an agreement where we have a creme de la creme. I know you know what creme de la creme means.
I know. Sure.
Call it industry night 2.5,
Okay.
where top 10 contents on the cream platform
Yeah.
come and showcase their talent
Yeah.
to specific industry heads.
Okay.
And then from there, so if we're not here today, my management will have probably reached you and say, please, we're inviting you for cream de la cream. And then you'll have gotten there and seen your top 12, and you'll have seen everything we just spoke about. And you're like, Baron guy. This is a good idea.
I think it's good. I think as much support as they can get, as much support as these people can get, as much like bridge into the industry that they can receive. They need to be put on stages. They need to be put on songs. They need to be enabled to put their own songs. This is also like leaving these other shows. A person is extremely vulnerable. They need access to resources that they ordinarily do not have. So if they can get like these partners to also support and all of that, that would significantly set them at least on a path to greatness.
Because not only the winner will collect money now.
Yes. True.
So what we have with Sterling Bank is for them to finance the contested winners from the cream platform, in terms of marketing, studio time, video shoot, collaborations, and then just grow with them, because their aim is at the end of the day, 3 years down the line, this person is a superstar, is making millions and billions of dollars, and we are their financial institution. So it's one of the partners that I'm happy to. And we have a cream advisory partnership with them because they want to get into the space.
Yeah.
And so they need to understand the space. So it's our job to have the right people to guide them because it works for everything. So that's why you would play a role. The other people you'll be seeing when we do the first one, I think close to my birthday or around my birthday, we have the first cream de la creme.
For me, more than anything, I'm just happy to support the culture.
Touch it.
That's how to support the culture.
Thank you so
That's
much.
all it is.
So that's
Thank you. But that's really good. That's really good. I genuinely believe in the idea. If you don't do this, nobody else will.
true.
Nobody else will. Nobody would invest in these people. And even when there's any level of investment, it's usually comes at such a high cost.
You know.
Or it's so paltry to even do anything. You've brought such a spark into the show. People every Sunday, you're like the shot and the arm the show needed. Every Sunday, people troop out to come hear you say your shoe shine. People turn on their TVs to hear you say their face they show. So how does it feel being bringing this to such a platform?
Joey, this is the way you said it's a bit funny. I think it's fulfilling.
Yeah.
Because this kind of a platform is a huge platform.
Sure.
And it's the first time I'm doing this.
For real? Ever?
First time, actually. I've been asked by a lot of different platforms such as these that I should either be a judge or something, but this is the first time. And it's literally what is happening is what I would love to happen. I know when I come into something, I give my all.
Yeah.
And I kind of make it mine the best way possible while still entertaining people. And I think that's the joy we're receiving here.
Why have you been turning it down all these years? And why did you take this one?
Oh man. Over the years, of course. Firstly, when you see platforms like these,
Yeah.
and you watch shows like these, because of how much power is given to the judges, even in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's why for me, this is the best time because we're not the ones chasing anybody home because I know how hard that would be.
Yeah.
So in fact, my platform Cream
Yeah.
was born out of me not wanting to kind of deal with these because I realized that the amount of talented people we have
Yeah.
in the country, if we were to put all of them here, two things would happen. One, or rather three things.
Yeah.
One, stage fright,
Yeah.
which happens to everyone. I still see some of the contestants. I've watched them grow over it from audition, just like Banty. But even today,
Yeah.
she's still so nervous. Even me on some stages, however how big, I still get a bit nervous. So I don't think
You
that's
still get nervous on stages.
Of course.
No way.
You still have butterflies. You won't. I won't call it. Maybe it's nervousness, but it's something. There's something there that is extra. So you can use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
And then it can also be. So when in a competition like this, where so many things affect you, I kind of feel for the contestants, and that's why I felt the Cream platform was created just so that you don't have to go through that stress.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave your home, pay transport, come and sit before some people, sit for hours.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're ready to sing, maybe even the judge's time, maybe something is up, maybe you just received the news.
Yeah.
But then I took these because I wanted to remind myself
Okay.
of what we stood for or what we stand for. And that's what we stand for, visible hope.
Yeah.
We're not teachers, we're not the judge and jury. And even if we say you didn't do well this performance, it doesn't mean that in the outside world, you will not be recognized as a star or you will not blow more than the number one.
Yeah.
And that we're saying each day, each week, as they evict people.
True.
Yeah, sometimes they're not people we're expecting. It just shows that they have that fan base out there and we're just here to guide them. So I think it's the final time for me, the stage at which where I am in my mind, in my life,
Yeah.
as a businessman, as a father. I just thought, okay, it's time to let people see that side of me. So I took the show and I'm very glad I did. Although there's one thing now,
Yeah.
I'm saying to myself, and I've been saying it for 6 weeks now, I think 2 weeks back,
Yeah.
I said, so winner takes all.
Sure.
What's going to happen to the rest?
exposure. That's what's on the table. And for you, most especially, you are considered among the three judges. You're considered like necessary for your showmanship. And even when you've judged from the start, you're always about, and this is also a testament to your existence, you're always about like holistic entertainment, like the full 360 of it, like everything down to even how you smile. It has to be has to be entertaining. So how important is showmanship in artistry?
Oh, showmanship is everything. Showmanship is everything because even before people hear you sing, they look at you.
Sure.
So when you walk into a room, before you open your mouth, they can already see.
Yeah.
So and there's an energy that comes with that. And I think that's showmanship doesn't just start when you are on stage. It starts when you know where you're going.
Yeah.
So it works better for you. If you have a great voice, it is also a plus.
Yeah.
But you can have a great voice, and if you don't have the right showmanship, you wouldn't even be able to stand the test of time.
Sure.
And we've always learned that people like what they don't have. So when it comes to showmanship, people have left their homes to come and watch you because they believe that you can either drag them into your world,
Yeah,
or change the world that they're in. So I think showmanship is more important than any other thing.
And you're considered a natural with this. But for a lot of talents, we've also seen it on stage here every week. We see people who struggle with their balance on stage, people who are unnerved by being in front of a crowd or interacting with a mass of people, projecting their art. Can this be learned? Because you're considered a natural of this. Did you learn this, or can this be learned? Like, especially when you're going into the sort of business.
Of course.
Okay.
I was trying to remember as we were talking.
Yeah.
And there's a movie I saw that said something like you say. I'm trying to pick the right word, but it's like if you know it, please help me out. And it was like something you call so natural.
Yeah.
Was born out of constant practice.
Sure.
So whether it's 5 people, or it's 50,000 people, or it's 5 million people,
yeah,
it's an intention. It's you have to be intentional about it.
Yeah.
So I will look at the likes of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I'll see how much work they give into it. Even the hand language, the mic movement. And that's why Zadok today.
Yeah.
And I always see myself in Zadok. And if you watch through the comments, I've always told him, say, listen,
yes,
I don't know if you have the best voice in this competition. I don't know if you're going to even be the winner. But as an entertainer, as a showman, I see myself in you. And that's everything. From the way you smile, you can see him today. You knew when to start taking off the button of the first time, the second time.
Second, and then do the latest.
So that is you trust me, you have to learn that.
Yeah.
And even if it is natural to you, you constantly have to make it. Constant practice makes perfect. And when it's perfect, people say, oh wow, is it born natural?
True. So one thing I'm learning here is you had to practice,
of course,
this particular element.
Of course, I still practice.
Wow. In the front of the mirror.
Actually, a long time ago it was front of the mirror. Now it's anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere, like just ready to go on stage. And I see it sometimes when I'm watching them.
Yeah.
When they're walking.
Yeah.
It's like you're gingering yourself before times. This one I go eat there. I go chop them like shawarma. So it comes from you already start prepping. And then the most important thing which comes with showmanship is there are different types of artists.
Yeah.
Some artists are recording artists.
Sure.
Some artists are performing artists. So if you see a recording artist performing, it might not necessarily capture the crowd. It might give you a great performance, sing flawlessly. But did he bring the crowd into his world? Or did he change their lane?
Yeah.
That is what an entertainer should do. Anytime, if even if it's for 5 minutes, they should forget about every other thing and be focused on you. And that's hard work.
So this show is a simulation. You bring people together, you bring artists together, you try to create an environment for everybody to win in their own way.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time we've seen spaces where artists have gone through these systems, have gone through these formats. And when they come out on the other side, they still appear ill-equipped to deal with real-life music business, the real-life music industry. So what do you think, as a judge, as someone who is part of the people grooming these people, what do you think a lot of them should know and arm themselves with post-show?
Post-show, firstly, you said something when I asked you that winner takes all.
Yeah.
So what do we get? The rest. And you said
Exposure, yeah.
So I think the first thing anyone that has been on the show, especially the contestants, should appreciate is the exposure, the platform.
Yeah.
But then the next thing they need to take home is the fact that they have gotten an expo to the rest of the world.
Sure.
Because if you were not on this show, and I believe the reason why you're on this show is because you want to further a career in music or in the creative sector. But if this is a way, like fast way to you getting to even know what it feels like. So you're on this show, everybody claps for you, but then next week they're driving you.
It's true.
Which is the way the world is.
Yeah.
In the real world, you might be great, but then you might not sell. So I think this show kind of like brings them to understanding how cruel the world could be, and then how selfish, because no matter how great you are, it's winner takes all. So same thing like the real world. You can only have top 10. You can't have 12 top 10. So people should equip themselves with knowing that they're very great, they're beautiful, they're talented. That's why they got to this stage. But then in the real world, it takes beyond talent.
Yeah.
You need grace.
Yeah.
You need the right team.
Yeah.
I'll say that again, you need the right team. Because if you see when they started doing not as
confident,
everything as they are now, even beautiful, even dress sense.
Yeah, that changed completely.
So that comes from you getting the right style, and so this show has given you style that has given you. You can actually see, I can see them as superstars from the touch of, the Nigerian Idol team.
Yeah.
So once you finish this show, that one major thing you need to get, whether you win, whether you don't win, is try and get a team, try and get a right management team. I'm still looking for, it's not something you except if God just blesses you and you stumble into it, or you stumble into someone or a company that's their specialty. But as individuals that will be able to spot your talent, spot your strength, spot your weaknesses, help you, work on your weaknesses, help you push your strength. That is the best thing, because all of them there, as you can see, anybody could be a winner. So it's not even about the winner. The winner might not even necessarily be as successful as the next person if that person has got the right team, has got the right backing and grace.
Okay, thank you so much. One more question, please. Thank you. You've been such a peach. And then at the end of all of this, this has been quite a journey. We still have, I think, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 more weeks to go. What are you getting from it? What has been in it for you, and what will stay with you?
So first thing I got out of it, which I did from even the audition stage, was the fact that we cannot stop.
Yeah.
With the amount of talented people we have, we keep saying that every time.
Yeah.
But I've been able to see up close. I've been able to see it on the other side as a judge.
Yeah.
And I've watched talent walking that have so much potential, but we couldn't pass them through.
Yeah.
Or they didn't pass through. And watching till, like you said, May 22nd, one person is going to win. And we probably sat before thousands of people.
Sure.
So my take home first is, wow, there's so much talent.
Yeah.
We have to look for a way to harness this talent.
Sure.
So it's another confirmation for me saying, listen, Cream platform, which was created like a digital idols, it's whatever we need to do to push and give these creative people back in the need.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, for me, because of how busy as an artist, it's so hard to find new talent that I can hit my chest and say, oh, let me push you. You can always pick someone you can do a collab with. Joey, you can send me someone but someone that you say, oh, I've grown with, I've watched, because of how busy I am. But because of this show, I've had to learn, I've had to sit, I've had to watch these kids grow. So I can only tell you that I think it was 5 weeks ago, I reached out to the executive producers and I was like, I don't want to mess with your format.
Yeah.
But I already have some people that whether they win or they don't win, I want to do a collabo with them.
Nice.
I want to push them. And
Nice.
I'm only informing you people as executive producer, so you not say this. As I told them, and I say I will also wait till towards like this before I take them into the studio. So I went back into I will start playing some of the records. And even though I'm not yet ready to drop anything now, because of these kids, we've picked specific records that we know would work with them.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be partial to wait. So I said what we'll do is with that top 3 or top 4, I will record like the song I have for the winner, we're gonna record with everybody.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins will keep the pass.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So I think we're going to the studio next week, like a surprise for them. They have no idea.
Yeah.
But I wanted to wait. I wanted to do it since. I said, okay, let's wait. We'll pick like 5 of them. So whoever wins at the end, you know, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Your verse remains. So if you're second and you prefer the second song, and even the 3 of you have voiced on it, then you would be able to have that. So at the end of the day, you might not be the winner, but you get a record with the band.
Yeah, and that's huge.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hopefully, I'll get someone that I can sign fully and then just help get that to where they're supposed to be. Because for me, I would feel bad if I'm picked again to be a judge and I come next year and then we're doing this all over again. And apart from, I know we've done a lot that we should be able to even help.
Yes.
Except if we feel that a lot of them could win. I don't care about winner. I'm not saying winner now. Winner gets a deal. Okay, beyond that, if you feel like these people, the one that went on to the Jordan, if for once we ever felt that Jordan had the potential, why not put him in the studio? Try and see what that comes up with. That's where my plus is. So what is post idols for me is to see how we can
extend
something and get them a foot in whatever it is, at least top 10.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
We need your help in that.
Yes, sir.
Because we can bring you into the studio.
Yes, sir.
And come ahead and let you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'll be there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Afrobeats Intelligence Podcast.
Okay, so this is venue 2. This is venue 2. You're a busy man.
It would have been good if you had this recorded visual. So the way you see venue 2, they can check and do that. There was a different venue, different day, different time, different energy.
Yes, I get you. But this is beautiful. You're in another sport. You still have the same vibe. That never changes across board. How do you keep it up?
I wouldn't say it's about keeping anything up. I would say it's about being you.
Yeah.
So this is me. You know, whether we're in London, Dubai, Miami, anywhere. Like you said yesterday, this is what I represent. And
sure.
And thank God that it is me and it's not an act or it's not a costume that you wear. So anyway, plus this is beautiful, you see.
Yes, it is. It's very beautiful. The staircases have lights underneath them.
Listen, a lot of staircases have lights underneath.
No, but this one's special. This one's a beautiful lights. I gotta admit that. I gotta admit that. And
thank you.
For you, more than anything, there's something you're very synonymous with in African music. And that's the quality of showmanship. You know, a lot of people are entertainers. A lot of people claim to be entertainers. A lot of people do like this particular work, but for some reason, yours shines through. It's almost as if there's no forethought or afterthoughts behind yours. It just comes out of your very DNA, this showmanship, this ability to move people, to get people invested in a show. And you know, as we call it showmanship. So what is showmanship to you?
Wow. What is showmanship to me?
Yeah.
I'm the one, or Skiba, like what you make up his call. Capella, like my South Africans call me. Mensa, like my Ghanaians call me. Frike, like my Liberians call me. Usinawata Budoka, one importer,
X-Factor.
And I'm most great to you,
especially
at showmanship day. That is me. It's. I think we're gifted.
Yeah.
But then when you realize the kind of gifts you have and what you're called to do, and you embrace it, I think you would understand and you'll be able to maximize the potential. So for me, showmanship is me living through you, you living through me.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, whether it's 2 people, 3 people, 10 people,
Yeah.
10,000, 50,000, or 92,000 or 93,000, just like, when we did Top of the World. It's, for me, it's more of me entertaining you.
Yeah.
And when you're talking entertainment, you can listen to a record, you can love a record,
Yeah.
but for you to feel the life and literally grab that person or those people into your world for that 30 minutes or 1 hour, that is showmanship for me. So I get on stage every time knowing that I really do not care what kind of energy
Yeah.
you're bringing. My energy is going to be the energy that you would take. So if you have a negative energy, plus times minus, I must cancel you.
Yeah.
So it's me elevating you from where you are to where I believe we're all supposed to be. So it's leaving you with a long-lasting impression. And that's why showmanship for me doesn't just end in performing a whole song. It starts from just engaging with someone.
Sure.
And talking. There's a way you can even talk for 1 hour and people won't even understand that you've done just 2 songs. So
Sure.
it's me captivating and capturing your mind, getting into your head space and making you feel a bit of my life, a bit of what I feel.
Yeah.
Because you can't get everything, but a bit of it, and then enjoying it. So people leave feeling like they're the banjos, you know?
A key part of it is, I think the first time I ever saw you walk a room, you're just coming to a sport. There were a lot of people in the room, but you make sure you greeted everybody in that room individually. Like you went from seat to seat, saying hi, shaking hands, kissing babies, literally just working the entire room. And there was no hint of this guy's faking this, or this guy's this is so contrived, or any of that. You just felt like this is as it ought to be. This is what is meant to be. Has it always been so for you?
Yeah.
In what sense? When was the first time you discovered that you interacted differently from people, from like regular folk?
You see, there was a time, not to go way back, way back. There was a time when I was in London.
Yeah.
JJC 419 Squad. Shout out to JJC, Don Jazzy.
This was what year? This was way back.
Maybe easily 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years ago.
Over 20 years, easily. And so what people don't know is that I was the last member of JJC 419 Squad, coming from Nigeria, myself and a lady called Queen.
Yeah.
KWEN. And they had rappers.
Yeah.
They had singers. They had producers. JGC was a brilliant producer. They had Don Jazzy as one of, was his partner. And there was no chance for anybody. But I was called upon for every one of the tours that they went on then, just because of the energy.
Okay.
And we will go by train, London to Manchester, 8 hours. And they would say, where's the band? It needs to be here. Because naturally, I would exhibit that energy and I would transfer that energy. And there was never a dull moment. So I kind of realized that early, growing up. And I realized that it had nothing to do with the music.
Yeah.
It had to do with me being the person.
Sure.
And so I dove right into it, became fully aware of it. And so that's why you would say what you say, man.
But do you ever like practice this? Do you ever, this entertainment aspect, this showmanship like facet of
like rehearsals with a band?
do you practice showmanship? How do you keep it going? Like I want to know, how do you refresh it or rejuvenate it?
I can tell you we do rehearsals.
Okay.
But it's not about that.
Okay.
I think it's just the grace. I think it's the grace of God and you being aware of it and fully connecting into it. Because most of the time, sometimes what I even realize is not what I end up giving them.
Yeah.
The choreography is same, but the entertainment and the capturing of the crowd, it's totally open to how the energy. So I just let myself in and I know what I want to achieve. I see it. And it happens. So yes, there's some people say practice make perfect. Some people say it's what you have. Some people say you can't give what you do not have.
Yeah.
So I would also say all these would add to the success of that showmanship. But I watch people today. I was watching someone send me a link about a movie.
Yeah.
Man of God.
Man of God, yes.
And I think
I've seen the movie.
you've seen the movie.
Yes, I have.
I must confess, I only watched like the intro.
Okay.
Someone said this guy is giving it the band vibe, and I'm like, "Ooh." And then I saw the guy. I think he was playing Fela.
Yeah.
But he was giving it the band vibe, and I kind of, it's good to see from outside walking and say someone is giving it the band. Then you look through them and see, oh, is this a bit of what I
Yeah.
did you guys? So it's an interesting world, and I know it's not for everyone. So I do not really take it for granted. I just really appreciate God and know that if that's what I'm known for. Then we gotta give it everything.
And have you ever been in spaces where this your way of existence, this way of interacting with the world? Have you ever been in spaces where it's faced antagonism? Maybe you've been in a rough room or where people have given you like the opposite energy. Like, what do you do in such situations?
I consume.
Or maybe on stage.
I
you know.
consume you.
In what sense?
I consume you. Lights. And the Bible says light move in darkness. Darkness cannot comprehend.
Okay.
No matter how dark a place is, if you light the dimmest camera phone
Yeah.
or the lowest candle light, it will beam. No matter how low it's coming from.
Yeah.
So I've been in places, I've been on stage, I've been in rooms where the energy is not what I expected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even giving you an option. Honestly. I'm not giving you a reason to, I don't care. I'm except if I do not want it. Like I'm coming in there. I know that you guys we're gonna have oppositions. I know we're gonna have opinions, but my lights any day, any time will kill any negative darkness. So sometimes I don't feel it. Sometimes I get off and I'm like, Manga, you were so friendly with that guy, and that guy was not eyeing you. Really? I tell you. And that is me, because I do not actually see it. And maybe that's a wrong thing, because they say now, my people say I'm too open, my people say you're too transparent. I say I'm me, I'm the band, I'm me.
Well, being open and transparent, being very welcoming to a lot of energies and a lot of people, being the person who wants to make sure people are okay and people are happy and people are, find this world easier than they have met it. How has that disposition treated you? How has approaching the world in that way, how has it treated you?
As expected. Maybe when I was younger, not much, but now growing, I see it.
Yeah.
The world is a cruel place.
Yeah.
And people are selfish. People are self-centered. And people are people. I think it took me a while to be able to come to power, and I didn't want to change me. Hence why I'm not that accessible to people. I'm not everywhere, because I do not want to change me.
Yeah.
And then realized, after being betrayed
Okay.
a few times, disappointed quite a number of times, I realized that the best of a man last, is a man.
Okay.
Best of a man.
What does that mean? I don't get you.
It means that the best human being you would ever meet,
Yeah.
man or woman, is still a human being.
True.
Means last, it still has flaws.
Okay.
It still a human. So I do not expect much from anyone. So when I don't even expect much from you, I can never be disappointed.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not expecting. I believe God. I have great faith, but I'm not. So few times things that has happened to me that people say your reaction should be different. You're like you're still speaking to this guy after I'm like,
It's because it's you recognize the humanity in that person
last,
and how flawed we all are.
last. We're all human, and it would be good to have people treat you like you treat them.
Yeah.
Or people be half, as even open as you are. But it is what it is. And because of why I do not want to reduce what I'm sent to do by God,
Yeah.
is why I genuinely thank God that my happiness or my character, comes from deep within.
Yeah.
So I don't need you to play me music to light up the room. I don't need to perform to light up the room.
Yeah.
I don't even need to have people in the room to light up the room with me.
Yeah.
I will just
Light up the room. So is this what, linking this to like some of your recent exploits, like one of the reasons why you talk to people about your time on Nigerian Idol and the quality that you bestow upon the world via that platform. And people would say the band brings a certain level of showmanship to everything else. So in spaces like this, where I know it all sounds very philosophical, very connected to like human behavior, but in spaces where they require you to commoditize that quality about yourself, where you have to find a way to make it a product and teach people and sell to people, like Nigerian Idol. How do you now teach this? How do you inculcate showmanship into another person?
I think one major thing to answer you would be never take a product you do not believe in.
Yeah.
So if I did not believe in being a judge on Nigerian Idol,
Yeah.
or on the fact that we're about to discover one of the best in the industry that has got to be offered, they can actually see through you.
True.
What I've realized last is people can see through, and people need that beacon of hope.
True.
So for me, I'm in being me. I go in there and I just, I don't know how to say it. It's not, I won't say commodity. I don't do no adverts.
Yeah.
Because I've already chopped it.
Yeah.
So I've consumed it. So I'm now a part of it.
Yeah.
Hence what we're talking about yesterday with the song. And
Yeah.
No one is paying me for that. That's not, they don't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But I just thought about that because of the kind of community we formed, the kind of following, the kind of story,
Yeah, the kind of
journey,
bond.
the bond, you know. So I'm there like, we have to do this. So I think it comes, if you were faking, you will know. That's why when you finish movie scene, they say chords, because that's the end of it. But for me, it is who I am. So I'm going on the show knowing that I just want to have fun and see these people glow. So everybody got to glow. So if we're going to be there 10 times, they're like, what kind of energy you have? So I'm like, which energy? I came here. I'm already hyped when I'm already at home. I'm already saying, so what do you think? Is it going to be this? So or like when I read down, I'm like, they're forcing me.
Yeah.
So to finally answer the question, love what you do.
Yeah.
If you love what you do more than even what you receive from it, you would own showmanship.
Yeah. But what are the benefits of this showmanship? How has it contributed to your career, to the level that you're at, to the heights that you've attained?
You become unbeatable.
Okay.
So I see myself, if I look at NBA, I see myself like Michael Jordan. He played every game like he was the only game. I perform every time like I would destroy you. Sometimes I say it. A lot of times I say it before I go on stage. I say, really? I chop you like shawarma. Then I realized that shawarma wasn't sweet to me. So I started saying what I love to say because that's what I want to see, and it happens.
Yeah.
So for me, you have, for every action, there's an equal
An opposite reaction.
an opposite reaction. That's physics or chemistry.
Newton.
Thank you. So if the great Newton said that, then it's only evident that for every action or energy that I put out, there would be an equal and opposite one.
Yes.
So I go in there knowing that I want that reciprocation. So I'm not even gassed. Anytime you tell me that you're considered one of the biggest or best showmanship stage, or you are considered the best performer, I really say to people that even if I was not a musician,
Yeah.
if I perform your song, I'll destroy you. Anybody. And that's why when I laugh when they say banger. The people approach me for verses.
Yeah.
They say, come and do verses with somebody. I said, it's not even about, first of all, I don't even know whose catalog got they reach every day.
Sure.
But even if we even stand, say you get catalog, get what I get.
Yeah.
If my presence alone, and no matter to, I will chop you. It's okay, I go finish my own song, perform your own songs, people go clap for me past you.
Sure.
And that's just how it is, because when I go in, and it's not for everyone, I've seen, but you can on it. You can learn towards it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be perfect towards that. But I'm not gassed that I walk into anywhere now and what people say is your face show. Yes, you shine. I'm watching Idols because of you.
Yeah.
I went there intentionally. I told them that. I went there. Someone asked me how many years contract do you have? I said, not a lot. I wanted to do the first one so that they know.
Yeah.
We all know.
Sure. And in spaces where you have like dominated in all of these places, how does, for a lot of people look at you and they say, that's the standard, that's the person that I want to be like. And now listening to you talk now, yes, there's some performance and there's some people that are trained or nurtured, but a lot of it is pretty much from birth, like pretty much comes with you. But where is the place of, or rather, is there a place for like hard work and dedication and all of this place?
Oh, yes.
Because I remember you telling me, like, just after the Nigerian Idol show in your dressing room, are you over 30 years since you first held a mic in front of people, you still feel butterflies. You still feel a certain level of nervousness. Does that never leave?
No, I'm not even sure I want it to leave.
Why?
I think that's part of the. I might even be reading it wrongly when you speak to psychologists or physiologists or zoologists.
Yeah.
It's more of you talking to yourself.
Okay.
Oh, it's about time we're about to get on stage. And oh my God, 3,000 people here. Oh my God, this 50,000 people here. Sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes just that word. It's like that little word that comes to your mind to talk. So call it butterflies in your belly, call it a word in your mind.
Yeah.
But it's more of you asking yourself. I am so sure if you ask Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi as they are walking out, it might not be nervousness. It might not be something. There's something that comes in and it's like,
They still feel a sense of occasion.
yes. And it's very good. If not, then you would be too full of yourself,
Yeah.
if I may say.
Oh, okay.
You might miss the fun in what you're doing. And that is why when they still score that goal, being the 1,000 goal, when they see the jersey, they say like the first goal. And that's it with me. It's important.
And with things like you're at a point in your career where people mention your name and they talk about things like legacy. You have built a catalog. You have shown people how to do it. You're still showing people how to do it. And when you think about like your legacy, your contribution to art in Africa and beyond, what do you think? What comes to your head?
What comes to my head first is that I am Africa,
Okay.
the new Africa.
Okay.
Maybe actually the definition of the new Africa. Because from all across Africa, when I watch today what the industry stands for,
Yeah.
and the industry is made of people, just like the country is made of citizens, the industry is made of people, superstars, be it male, be it female. When I look through the industry across Africa, I see the band.
Okay.
I don't mean to be rude to anyone, but prior to me coming into the game,
Yeah.
I didn't see what I saw or what I still see now. So from you looking at an artist and feeling, wow, I want to be like that guy, that's the badge. And the whole industry will testify to that. The people before I came in,
Yeah.
so not saying that there were no musicians before I came in, there were not superstars before I came in, but there was just something about my legacy, which means that when you look at us
Yeah.
as an African artist, you know that these motherfuckers are wealthy.
Sure.
These guys are, it's not a hobby.
Yeah.
Prior to me, it was a hobby. Where you say, oh, now it's more like,
Yeah. This is their life.
Yes.
This is lifestyle.
no, I bring the wow.
Yes.
So I see, and I can, you can mention any name. With all due respect, not trying to sugarcoat, but I was talking to someone just about 10, 15 minutes ago, I think Noble Igwe.
Yeah. Noble was here. Nice guy.
And he was telling me, oh, if you don't
We
tell
spoke
your
about
story-
podcasting. And
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
And I say, if you don't tell your story, people will tell your story. So in sharing life, I don't need to raise it up. I don't need to talk. I don't even need to say it. I see people tagging me every time. I am Africa. I'm responsible by the grace of God because God will use somebody. I am responsible by the grace of God for what this industry across Africa represents
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so they got to put respect on me. You know, kind of thing. We talk that in that guy with me. But anyway, so when I see that, I'm like, wow. So what next? If the Bible says that he that is faithful in the beginning is faithful in the end. So if you took me through days 15, 20 years ago, and what people are doing today is what we did 10 years ago. They were top chatted.
Yeah.
People have not chatted today. 10 years ago, and gave that birth to the hope of people being able to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's the next phase for us to do? So I know that I have so much to offer because of everyone that is watching. Because whether they like it or not, they're all going to go to a stage where I got to, and then they're going to ask themselves, if they're not even there already, like, oh my God. And it's even tougher for this industry, right?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
jeez, I
It
don't
is.
envy them.
Yeah. It is.
Oh my God, they're
There
very.
are a lot more. There are a lot more parameters.
Oh,
There's
Jesus.
success. At least when you started, success meant blowing.
Yeah.
But for now, it's not enough to have a song that pops.
If you have a song that pop, what's it? They didn't even allow the song to breathe.
Yes.
The other time I was watching, I was like, oh my God, even Essence, they didn't even let it breathe. Like, before it finishes, they don't give you, I don't know.
It tried its best, but it's
Oh man, no,
Yes.
and that's because and I thank God Almighty because Nature C would say, listen, you are the pace setter of the industry, you are
Yeah.
the Jesus Christ of the industry. So I look at Oliver Twist, it's been 10 years and it feels like it's just 4 years. It's because we had a long run, like nobody even remember. Maybe like 24 months down the line. I think the next was I was even trying to even come into the space, and it was, I don't know, there was a vacuum in his own brand, even though it was this thing. It wasn't then Fuse ODG.
yeah. Fuse did.
The Fuse did pretty well.
Try this
But
better.
then there was a lack of connect.
Yeah.
It wasn't really. There was something I don't know.
Something. Yeah, something was missing.
So for me, and today I watch and people do collabos, people do this, and I smile because before anybody ever thought of doing any collabo, we already did Snoop
Yeah.
maybe 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Went to Los Angeles and shot with the same Rolls Royce, if the one that we have latest now. So we're giving you what is called Hollywood. The way it's supposed to be like you're not dreaming. Before it was you be dreaming, before
Yeah.
you be singing in aspiration.
Yes.
No, now we're giving you reality. It's fate. I could open a church.
Yeah, but knowing that a lot of what you did, a lot of what the things you engaged in, the vision you had and you executed, knowing that it created or it formed part of the blueprint for what is called Afrobeats to the world now. This connection to the diaspora,
Of course.
this connection to the charts, all of these boots on the ground, foreign investment and foreign amplification. Knowing that you did that, do you ought to feel a sense of pride regarding this?
Of course. Of course. Hence why I'm so humble.
So your pride makes you humble.
Of course.
Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, you just smile. It makes you so humble because it's like, wow, why me?
Yeah,
Just like my song, why me? And that's like if there was anything I could watch today in a concert or anything that would make me say, wow. I think that's what I'm trying to say. There's nothing. Nothing. 20 years down the line, nothing anybody's doing today that we haven't done. On a bigger scale, on a way bigger scale, on a bigger magnitude.
yeah,
And that's why I do not envy these new kids. I'm really proud of them.
yeah,
Because you're talking about maybe the only award I do not have is a Grammy. And that's not far-fetched.
yeah. But
That's-
you picked up everything.
Even the Grammy picked us.
Yes.
The only reason why those that have a Grammy is because of the work we did.
Yeah,
No, the Grammy will tell you. And if we knew better or we had the right thing, which was what I was telling you, that it's not even about how great you are. If you have the right people that submit or push on this, it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
so other than the Grammy, I would say, which the fact that any of my protege, if I may say, have received it, means we have received it. So
Yeah.
with arms open, I feel the same accomplishment as everyone else, because that means that what I've been preaching from day one is happening. That's what happens in a relay match.
Yeah.
We'll batting, we'll pass batting. At the end of the day, we won't say it's the person that finished the cross line that is the winner. It's the whole four of us.
Yeah.
Because I say I dropped the ball, yeah.
yeah. You
No,
know go there where you did.
So now me be the highest and I me even pass the bat and win not on day.
Yeah.
I'm going to cross the whole hoop. So now we're all of a day when I've just speed waiting to happen. Anyway, where I work and I suppose to recap it. So, but because I'm aware of that, I don't even need you to do it
Sure.
because I already know.
Yeah.
And so,
I get you. Thank you so much. You've been so good. And we got to wrap this up. But before we go, this has been quite an interesting interview across 2 days.
2 days.
I mean, the last time I interviewed, we interviewed across 2 days too. Yes. I came the first day. We finished.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
Oh my God.
So,
That means we have to prepare for you. The next one we got to like 3 days.
no. I mean, so all of this is happening. Knowing how instrumental you've been to the success of the space, knowing how much hunger you have in you. You have a single coming out in a couple of days. In 2 days time.
Your first show.
Yes, right.
Showmanship.
Yes. And when you think about the game, you think about what you have contributed and what you have done for yourself and your family. I see your wife. You got 2 kids now. You see the smile on your face. And all of this. what are you most grateful for? Like at this stage, what do you wake up in the morning thanking God for in relation to how you have lived and how you've interacted with this world?
Oh God, I'm so grateful, man. I wake up every morning just grateful to God for choosing me.
Yeah.
And I mean that, like, honestly, for choosing me, for being alive,
Yeah.
for using me as a vessel to achieve, like, what we have.
Yeah.
Up until to even to where I leave. You know, it comes, and when I look back, it looks like, even though you worked so hard,
Yeah.
you're not the most hardworking.
Sure.
Even though you have showmanship under your belt, like, well,
Yeah.
you're not the best.
Yes.
There's something is looking out for you. So when I wake up, I'm most happy that I am chosen. Hence why I am extremely humble, but yet extremely aware. So I know that if anyone says anything in this industry, or if anyone does anything, it's because we allow them.
Yeah. And you went ahead.
That's what I mean by allowing them. You went ahead. If you don't see it, then you have something to miss.
Sure.
You know, to get away with it, what they do now is, I can't say, child, they miss something.
Yeah.
You want them?
Sure.
Nothing. And I'm saying it with, except if it was different. I think my publishing company were reaching out to they wanted to, like, do a plaque
Yeah.
and present the plaque of the Twist being 10 years. And they had to be digging records because the Twist was one of the first before and the first of streaming. So before streaming and into streaming.
Yeah.
So we have, so today when I look at that alone, that is enough for me to be grateful,
Yeah.
because that means I'm part of history.
Sure.
Today God will have chosen any other person. We had Plantation Boys before me. We had Style Plus before me.
Yeah.
I know we used to listen to Style Plus before me when we were working on my first project.
Yeah.
And then today I'm who I am. So from that beginning to today, where you are telling me that people tune in to Nigerian Idols just to watch you, it's everything. Every part of me has to be grateful. I am extremely grateful to God. I tell people that in Nigeria, those days were known for oil, so they name oil blocks by numbers. So you see OB1, OB2, OB3, OB3, OMLD. So I'm
Yes.
I am motherfucking OB1.
Yeah.
My toenail feeding generation. Toenail, if you can tap it. These people in the industry, they just barely tap the swamp. From the D's to the E's to the W's to everybody, you know.
Yeah.
I will not lie about it. And I say it with humility.
Yeah.
Because I'm grateful to God. Because that's the end of the day. The writer of Spider-Man said that the reason why he covered Spider-Man's face fully was because he wanted every young kid to be able to picture themselves being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so anybody can be Spider-Man.
Yes.
That's what the Banj did to the industry.
Anybody can be the band.
They are the Banjes,
Yes.
just a little mini-me's.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this. Thank you for your time.
In the lead, I must greet you, fellowship. My brother, my partner, CEO, founder.
He's been in the creative sector for a long time. I know him as Balmora.
Yes. Yes,
AKA our
I've
own
attended-
Live Nation.
I've attended a lot of events at his venues
Thank you.
across the city.
Across the city, and now you're in one of his establishments.
Yes, I am.
So he's branching out into luxury life.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
this is one of his first of many party houses.
Oh, perfect.
And this is in Ikoyi Awolowo Road,
Yeah.
named after Ragnar. It's called.
Right. Easily. Thank you for having us in this wonderful space.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Easily. Thank you, Devant. Thank you for
so
being
much.
candid and for being honest and for always making yourself available when I call. That means a lot to me. It does. It does.
My wife, just when she came in, she saw you and she was reminding me that it's not that guy. All right. Oh, now it's 3:30. Past drop. I say we said it yesterday. We're drinking. It's 21 years. We said I said I said it's yeah. 20. We're drinking 21 years.
Whiskey.
It's half of my age. You know. So you said something about that, and so I just told Madam that he's the same person. So thank you for being you as well. Thank you for being selfless to the industry.
Yeah.
For devoting time to the industry. We are all not rewarded yet enough as we want it, but we keep putting in our quarter,
Yes.
so that we can have that industry that we'll pray for.
Yes. And also the people that come after us can have something to work with.
Yes, they do. Oh, right now I'm a typical example of that.
Exactly.
See what they're doing. I love it. I love all the boys. I love the boys. The fire, the Joe, every boy I love.
Yeah.
All the and you wanna be what you want me to be. Frozen people when your home is holding. That's what we bring it to the
Thank you for that.
Shout out to you all.
Shout out
God
to you.
bless you. God bless you.
Oh, shit.